My flight has been delayed. I could be here for 3 or 4 hours.
What are we waiting for?
Why am I have been in Mississippi working with somebody on a sample library that I hope to share with you very soon, or a few months from now. I don't have the skill of making videos in public, so we're going to work on it here at Houston International Airport. I've been wanting to make this video for a while about things to not do when you are submitting your music. Now, I work in the production music library world. I have submitted music. People have submitted music to me. But this works for whether or not you're submitting to a record label or anybody else you want to listen to your music for reviews, magazines, all that. I need to loosen up. Let's go walk around.
We got time, why don't we take it?
I'm going to ease into this by acting like I'm talking on the phone, just kind of looking around. Disclaimer, I have made every mistake. Maybe not every one of the mistakes I'm about to mention, but I have made most of them. So don't feel like this is me speaking from some place that I have no experience. The experience is me being an idiot most of the time. Number one, don't write really long emails. I hate everything about email. I don't like to read them, and I don't like to write them. And if you've had email communication with me in the past, you know this to be true. Keep it short and sweet. Sound professional. Say something about yourself. This one's pretty simple. Make sure you can say what you want to say in 50 words or less. 50? I've never been good at judging word count. 2 paragraphs is pushing it. Let's go. Don't overload your reel with too many songs. I always listen to somebody's worst song because that scares me. So send in a mouth that shows what you can do, but don't throw in songs that you're not sure of. But don't throw in songs that you're not sure of just to boost your numbers. Oh, hey, before I forget, I have a company called Somerville Sounds. I make sample libraries. Some of them are free. Rubber bridge plucks, a choir from my family. You can use them in any DAW. We also sell drums. What else? A piano. We've got some really cool stuff in the works. Yeah, go check us out. No idea what number I'm on, and this isn't getting any easier, or maybe it is. Don't send emails with broken links. I've absolutely done this. Sometimes this happens for reasons out of your control, but be sure to check the links that you send to people so they can actually open your music. I've done this and people have written back and said, hey, I can't open the link. Most people aren't going to write back. Whoa. Don't be too impersonal. Figure out some way to be a human. I know it's easy to submit the same email to everybody, but I found that when you personalize these emails, or when someone personalizes one to me, it goes a long way. Personal story. I recently submitted some of my music to some people. I made a video for them, and both of them said no, but they wrote back and said, I've never received an email like this. These are the reasons why we can't take your music, but thanks for reaching out, and please reach out in the future. And I believed them. Don't only send an email. I know websites are not easy and expensive, but you need to have some kind of online presence. My suggestion is have your basic email with a link to specific music that you want people to hear that also has more information about you. A bio, pics, something that shows your personality. It's very loud right now. There are a number of sites. I think one is Disco. Put the name here somewhere. One I really like is Realcrafter. This is not sponsored in any way. I actually met them at the Production Music Conference last year. It's kind of like a modern day MySpace. They probably wouldn't want me to say that. They actually reached out to me about making a video, a sponsored video. But since I do often take submissions for my own production music label, it felt like a little bit of a conflict of interest, I think. Either way, love the product. I've used it personally, and it's nice because you can easily drop in MP3s, pictures, all the things that specifically you need to submit music. Whereas some websites make that tricky. Moving on. Trash can. Don't send unfinished music. If you're working directly with somebody and they want to approve what you're doing, then sure, send in progress work. But so much of what we do in the world of media composing is about how you get into a track, how you build the track, and how you finish the track. Those are vital components, and I need to know how someone can do that. And libraries that you want to work with need to know that you understand the basic concept of how to make music that editors and directors will want to actually use. I like this shot, so I'm going to do two. Don't forget the music that you love. I've told this story in a handful of my videos where I thought a library wanted to hear music that I thought that sounded like was on the radio and commercials and all that. And then I slipped in some music that was my folk singer-songwriter music, and they could tell that I was into that, and that got me my first gig. I thought it had no place in the world of production music, and chances are you don't really have an understanding of what production music or media music or whatever it is actually needs to be. So share the music that you put your heart into. I know that I'm missing some obvious don'ts, but my battery is about to die, both on my camera and my body, and I'm probably gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna sleep tonight. I didn't sleep in the airport. I left Houston about 7:55, got to the parking garage of DFW just in time to watch the Mavs beat the Timberwolves in Game 1. I did all right with my list. I know I left a few things out. I was genuinely nervous and felt very weird, but it definitely helped me pass the time. But I want to leave you with one more thing, and I guess this is the most important don't of all. Don't give up. I know that is cliche and everybody says it, but it really is true. Rejection is part of the deal. It will always be part of your life. It will never go away as long as you're pursuing any kind of creative endeavor. And as long as you're putting yourself out there in any way whatsoever, you will get rejected. So you might as well get used to it doing something you enjoy. Everybody's out there looking for good music. Everybody's out there looking for people that they can work with and have a good relationship with. Sure, there are some bad apples in the bunch, but maybe I live in the fairyland world of music. But I found that most people genuinely want success for their company that they work for and the artists that they work with. But it's hard to find the right relationships that coexist together. Some libraries might not do the thing that you do. Some record labels might not be interested in the kind of music that you make. The folks on the other side of your email might be having a really bad day or a really bad year, and they might have an inbox with 500 messages they have to get to, and then suddenly that just passes and they forget. But the people that I know that have had success in this business, they almost always have a level head. They know what they're good at. They know what they're not good at. They keep improving. You might find that after you do this for a while, you don't have the stomach for it, and that's fine. Go do something else and find the thing that gets you motivated and makes you want to keep pursuing, even if you don't always get what you want from the start. That's my pep talk. Here's a link to some videos that will help you in the creation process of this music that will eventually get rejected. Talk soon.